Why taking turns focusing on each other's needs makes sense. Hello everyone, and welcome to another session of Walking with Randy, where we talk about writing, speaking, coaching, marketing, and marriage. Today we're talking about marriage again, of 7 steps that will help us in meeting each other's needs in our marriage. The first step involved us making a list and ranking the list of each other's felt needs. The second step involved us using that information to gain a better understanding of each other. Okay, the phone is reconnected now. That third step involves us deciding to take turns of focusing upon meeting each other's needs. And why this makes sense to do that. Well, first of all, you both will be invested in the project. You will both be sharing the load. It won't just be one of you. It may be that in the past, one of you has invested more in your marriage, really, than the other person has done so. So at this point, you have a joint project, although you're not doing the same thing because your needs are different. Well, they're probably different. Now, if your number one need is the same thing and you both are focused upon that for each other, then that's a great thing. But more than likely, you had some revelations, maybe even some surprises when you went through your list building process. So this is going to be a joint project, and you will both be invested in it. It won't be just one of you working hard at meeting the other person's needs. It will be fair. Maybe in the past you have felt like that some things were not fair, but this is an immediate chance for you to begin anew and to start meeting each other's needs. Well, secondly, you will begin making up for past missed opportunities. It may be that in the past that you have neglected your spouse's needs, or maybe your spouse has neglected your needs in the past. But this is a time for a new day. So it gives you a chance to make up for past missed opportunities. And maybe in the past it was not intentional that you weren't meeting one or the other's needs. It's just that you really didn't know and you just had not communicated. But now that you know, you have new opportunities to make up for past missed opportunities. And so it is intentional, and it is time for a new day in your marriage. And then you will start seeing results very quickly whenever you do this, because you are armed with new information. You are both invested in the project. You both know what the other one's trying to do, and you can communicate with each other. And if they do a good job, you can thank them so much for it. And if they want to know what they could do to help you better, then you also have a chance for opportunity to communicate that with each other. But you will start seeing results very quickly because you both are involved in this new project. And the importance of that is it will motivate you. So whenever you get a motivation, this will help you to be ready because you see immediate changes. And so you were thinking, oh, this will be a long, drawn-out process. It will take forever for us to get back on track in our marriage. Well, there may be some areas where you still need to get on track in other areas, but this will be a time, because you are both invested, you will start seeing some change and some improvement very quickly. And whenever you see that quick change and improvement, that'll motivate you to be able to try some of the other things. And some of the other things may not be as easy. Some of the other things may be harder. And some of the other things may take longer. Some of the things might be if one or the other of you has broken trust in your marriage, it might take longer for that trust rebuilding. On the other hand, though, if you're both taking this very seriously and you start feeling some of the needs that formerly were not met, you start feeling those being met within your life, then you will enjoy that change. You will be motivated, you will be hopeful, and you'll be ready to start the next phase and some of the next steps toward meeting each other's needs. Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. If you would like more tips like these, go to randycarney.com. That will take you to a site called randysblogs.com. If you got there, you got to the right place. Just look up at the top of the page. You'll find the tab that says marriage. Click on that, and that will take you to this blog post and all the previous blog posts. Well, I said it would take you to this blog post. This one, the video is coming out before the blog post, but it will take you to this one eventually. But it will take you to all the previous ones. Also, there are some books in marriage. The first two books in the series of The Loving Way to a Successful Marriage. The L in loving stands for leaving. So the first book is 21 Ways the Principle of Leaving Will Benefit Your Marriage. Now, I'm not talking about leaving in the sense of divorce, although that could be a last resort thing that might have to happen in certain instances. But this is talking about leaving your past behind, leaving your baggage behind. And in this case, leaving some of the new habits that you developed after you got married and that perhaps they need to change at this point. The second book is From Mountains to Molehills, Overcoming and Celebrating Your Differences in Marriage. Then there are two more books that are in the development stage. One is called Valuing Your Spouse, the most important commitment you will make in your marriage, or the most important action you will take. And then the next one, the I in loving, is intimacy. And so we have a book on that coming out. And then what these blog posts are about is for that next to the last book in the series, which will be about needs meeting each other's needs. But the first two books are out and available on Amazon right now, and I would encourage you to go check them out. Well, I hope this has been helpful to you, and until next time for Walking with Randy, I'm Randy Carney, reminding you that you can have a happy and successful marriage.